All right, warm and humid. Looks like we're going to be shifting into a non-rain weather pattern, that is for sure. Temperatures outside right now, seasonal. I mean, this is the final Tuesday of spring, and we should be in the lower 90s. We've got 88s at Helotes and Bernie as well. You can see 95 at Hondo, 94 at Pleasanton, 93 up at New Braunfels, where it feels like 100. So when you factor in the humidity, what does your body think the temperature is? 103 Seguin, and that isn't the highest. We can get as high as 104 this afternoon at Pearsall and Cotulla. Here in San Antonio, it feels like 98 when you step out the door. You'll see a lot of sunshine. Beautiful sun-kissed skyline. Looks really nice downtown. Temperature 92. But with that 70-degree dew point, feels like 98 in the city, and south and southeast winds are going to maintain that good dew point. Now, if you're heading out, Tuesday evening plans, we're going to start seeing the clouds thin out as we get into the 7 and 8 o'clock hour especially. That's when we could be slipping into the upper 80s on a warm Tuesday evening. It'll be rain-free, of course, and like I said, we'll see a lot of those clouds evaporate out. You'll see plenty of stars tonight. On water vapor, the X-ray of the atmosphere, notice that a lot of dry air in the mid and upper levels. Pretty good sized storm system that'll roll through and into the Great Lakes. The Midwest is really where all the action is. Eastern coast is where you're going to see the rain, especially up around Atlanta. Big thunderstorms heading out of Alabama, which is pretty much covered today in a lot of precipitation back into Mississippi and Louisiana. But for Texas, it's only been southeast counties. It's been mainly Houston seeing some good onshore flow and some decent little sea breeze downpours. Nothing severe, nothing too heavy. And this should be the trend. I mean, if we see anything develop, it'll be from the south and east where that Gulf fetch continues. It'll be breezy at times this afternoon, even on Wednesday. But that southeast wind's going to be what keeps that humidity very high. Dew points will stay tropical right on through the weekend. So it feels like it's going to cook. 101 to 102 for Wednesday afternoon, maybe 103 to 104 as we get into Thursday afternoon. Please make sure you're hydrating, especially with this high coming over now. And you can see this center of the high right here. So it's going to be positioned over Texas for several days. That'll mean zero rain chance. I mean, we see some moisture down to the south, but only about a 20% chance something moves in our direction. And that's not until the weekend. So the 14-day forecast will actually get started with a 10% chance on Thursday and Friday, 20% chance over Saturday, the 21st. And you can see that's the best the rain chances get, 10 to 20% these final days of spring. Remember, summer begins on Friday. We should this will be a day of summer for sure, but summer actually begins on Friday. But notice the temperatures will be in the mid-90s, so that'll mean the heat index is up there. Project Cool. Please remember, a brand new box fan to any San Antonio fire station. The one that cannot receive fans is the San Antonio fire station at the airport because of security.